These are 6 things you should never share with anyone, and I learned several of these the hard way. I don't want you to go through that same pain, stress, and career damage that I've seen destroy people's professional lives. So let's jump right in, and I'll share my complete list. First up, your salary and savings should be on a strict need-to-know basis. Here's why. When 2 people talk about how much they're making or saving, there's almost always one person who walks away feeling disappointed, angry, or jealous. If you're making more than them, you've just created resentment that filters every future interaction. If you're making less, you've devalued yourself and now you're questioning your worth. This conversation benefits absolutely no one. Now, strategic salary transparency among workers to negotiate collectively, that's different and can be powerful. But casually mentioning your compensation at happy hour, that's just risky. When you share financial details, you're also giving people information about your vulnerability. If they know you're struggling, they know you're less likely to leave or negotiate hard. If they know you have savings, they might assume you don't need that raise. So who should know? People who absolutely need to know to help you. Your spouse, your financial advisor, your mortgage broker, your estate planning attorney. These are people with either a legal fiduciary duty to you or a personal commitment through your relationship. Everyone else doesn't need to know. Second, never casually share that you're thinking about quitting or retiring. This feels harmless, but you've just given someone tremendous power over your future. You tell a colleague you're thinking of leaving in 6 months, they mention it to someone else, that person tells their manager, it gets back to your boss, and suddenly, without you ever formally announcing anything, your boss knows you're a flight risk. What happens? You're excluded from major projects, passed over for promotions, and treated like you're already gone. Worst case, the company accelerates your departure on their terms, not yours. And here's the painful part about retiring. Most companies give bonuses in January or February for the previous year. If they know you're planning to retire, they might push you out at year-end and you lose that entire bonus. That could be tens of thousands of dollars, gone because you shared too early. Share your departure plans only when you're ready for everyone to know. Until then, keep it to yourself and process with people outside your workplace. Control the timing, control the narrative. Third, be extremely careful about granting someone power of attorney. This legal document lets someone else make financial and legal decisions on your behalf. It's necessary if you become incapacitated, but giving it when it's not absolutely necessary or to the wrong person, even family, can be devastating. I've seen adult children with power of attorney drain their parents' accounts, sell properties below market value, liquidate investments for their own benefit. Even without fraud, it creates family conflicts. One sibling has authority, others question every decision, and the family tears apart. My recommendation, and I'm not an attorney so this isn't legal advice, don't grant power of attorney unless medically or legally necessary. And if it becomes necessary, work with your own attorney, not someone else's. If your child says their attorney can draft the documents, that's a red flag. You need an attorney with fiduciary duty to you, protecting your interests. Your autonomy is precious. Don't give it away casually. Fourth, and this destroys more careers than almost anything, never share your true feelings about your boss or people you seriously dislike. Your boss has enormous power over your assignments, reviews, raises, promotions, and references. If you tell a colleague you think your boss is incompetent and that gets back, even the most professional boss will be affected. Every interaction is now colored by this knowledge. The trust is gone. And your boss can legally make your life difficult. Less desirable projects, exclusion from meetings, documented performance issues, lower ratings. You have little recourse because they can point to business reasons. I've seen people forced to leave jobs they loved because they bad-mouthed their boss and it got back. And when you need references, that damaged relationship follows you. So what do you do with these real feelings? Your spouse is your safe space. Vent to them or see a therapist bound by confidentiality, but keep it away from anyone connected to your workplace. And if you need to vent about work, keep it generic and situation-focused, not personal attacks. Assume anything you say will get back to the person. If you're not okay with them knowing, don't say it. Fifth, be very careful sharing serious mental health information. Let me be clear, there's nothing shameful about mental health conditions. They're medical issues that deserve treatment and compassion. The stigma needs to end. But we have to deal with reality. mental health stigma still exists in workplaces, and sharing can be used against you unfairly. When COVID started, I experienced anxiety for the first time and was pretty open about it because it was situational and time-limited. But chronic, serious conditions are different. Employers might worry about your reliability or stress tolerance. While discrimination is illegal, it's hard to prove. They'll find other reasons like performance or cultural fit. I've seen people passed over for promotions, excluded from projects, or managed out after disclosing mental health challenges. So who should know? Your healthcare providers, your spouse for support, maybe HR if you need accommodations, but you can often frame it as needed accommodations without specific diagnoses. Beyond that, be careful. You can say, I'm dealing with some health stuff but managing it professionally without specifics. Strategic privacy lets you get the help you need without professional consequences. You decide what people know about you. That's not dishonest, that's wise. Finally, bonus item, never casually share passwords. You need someone to access an account, so you just tell them your password. But if you've reused that password, which most people do, you've given them access to multiple accounts. Your email is the key to everything. Someone with email access can reset other passwords and take over your digital life. Use a password manager. These generate unique passwords for every account and let you share access without sharing the actual password. Your spouse needs bank access? Share it through the manager. They can log in but never see the password. You can revoke access anytime without changing passwords. Treat passwords like house keys. You don't make copies for everyone. Only give them to people who absolutely need access. Your email, bank accounts, and work systems contain your identity and financial resources. Protect them accordingly. So, those are the 6 things: your salary and savings, plans to quit or retire, power of attorney, feelings about your boss, mental health information, and passwords. Each one, if shared carelessly, can damage your career, relationships, or finances in ways that are hard to recover from. The principle is simple. Information is power. Share strategically with people who need to know and have your interests at heart. Before sharing anything significant, ask, does this person need this? What could they do with it? What am I gaining that justifies the risk? You're not being dishonest by maintaining boundaries. You're being smart and protecting your future. I learned these lessons the hard way. You don't have to. Guard your information carefully and you'll maintain the power to build the career and life you want. Thanks for watching.